So I wanted to talk about an interesting thing that I saw a certain person say recently regarding Jews getting benefits just for being Jewish. An Ethan Klein fan made an interesting comment. Numerous Ethan Klein fans actually made interesting comments like this. If you remember the chat that I had with Ryan Beard a few months ago, where I said like Ethan Klein has only ever gotten benefits as a result of being Jewish, and Beard agreed with me. And in regards to that, a guy on Reddit made a comment about how it's anti-Semitic to say that Ethan Klein has gotten benefits for being Jewish. Let's read this comment, and then we're going to talk about how what I said is 100% true, and I'm going to provide actual material evidence of that. So this person said, what benefits has Ethan had for being Jewish? Deadass! Like, great that Ryan actually acknowledges that Ethan had received hate speech due to being Jewish, but at the same time you agree that he's getting benefits for being Jewish? That's anti-Semitic. That's anti-Semitic. Because to say that, like, someone could get benefits for being Jewish, that's just by default anti-Semitic. Is it anti-white to say that someone can get benefits for being white? I don't know. But let's just say that white people don't get benefits in the same way that Ethan Klein has gotten benefits for being Jewish. White privilege is like the idea that you're going to be like socially favored, systemically favored, but it's not like literally written into law or anything, right? Like you have an easier time getting a job, for example. You have an easier time like getting accepted for a rental contract because you're white, stuff like that. The benefits that Ethan Klein has gotten from being Jewish go very far beyond that. Very far beyond that. To direct him taking advantage of policies specifically designed to give material benefits to ethnic Jews, solely to ethnic Jews by the state of Israel. So Ethan Klein went on something called Birthright. Birthright is a free trip paid for by Israeli government adjacent organizations. Because you are Jewish, because of the circumstances of your birth, solely for being born in circumstances that would make you considered ethnically Jewish, whatever the fuck that means. Ethan Klein's just a fucking white guy. Look at him. He's the whitest fucker in the world. So he gets that white privilege too, by the way, just to be clear. He gets all of that. So you get a free, all expenses paid tour of Israel, occupied Palestinian land, just for being Jewish and between the ages of 18 to 26. Ethan Klein took that. Ethan Klein saw that, and he's like, hey, I'm Jewish. I can get this free trip to Israel here just because I'm Jewish. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that offer 100%. I'm going to voluntarily accept that. That's the first clear way Ethan Klein has received clear material benefits just for being Jewish. But then Ethan Klein moved to Israel right after, based on something called the Israeli Law of Return enacted in 1950, which grants any Jew anywhere in the world, no matter who the fuck they are, where they're from, whether they have any connection to Palestine or not, which the vast majority of them have none, it gives them the right to move there on an ethnic basis, just because they're Jewish, and become citizens immediately. Ethan Klein saw that. It's like, I'm going to give you ethnic privileges just for being Jewish in Israel. And he's like, fuck yes, I want that. I'm moving there. Give me that citizenship. I was born into the master race. This is my birthright. These are real, tangible, palpable, material benefits obtained just for being Jewish. Voluntarily, I might add. But wait, there's way more. Trust me, there's way more. When you move to Israel, it's actually subsidized by the government. So Ethan Klein moved to Israel to return to a country that he has nothing to do with, where Palestinians are systematically oppressed, discriminated against, expelled, massacred, kept out of their land. He moved there to return to a land that he's never been to, that a Palestinian who's actually from there cannot return to, on the basis of his Jewish ethnicity. And he got benefits from it. He got massive financial benefits from it. The Israeli government literally gave him money to do this. And Ethan Klein accepted it. Keep in mind, by the way, I want to emphasize before I go over the benefits here, Ethan Klein built his shitty YouTube channel and got famous off it while he was in Israel. He was receiving these government benefits while he was in Israel. Thus, they clearly contributed to him becoming a YouTuber. Without the financial benefits given to him by the Israeli government, without the free citizenship, the free birthright tour, all just for being ethnically Jewish, Ethan Klein probably wouldn't never have become famous. He'd be where he belongs, saying, do you want fries with that? So this all ties into it. Like the amount of pure, unadulterated benefit this guy has gotten just for being Jewish is off the fucking charts. And that you compare it with like racial slurs, like, dude, I would take being called a racial slur 10,000 fucking times if it got me even half of the material benefit that what Ethan Klein has gotten from being Jewish, okay? These things aren't even on the same planet. So this is from the Israeli ministry responsible for giving free shit to new colonists, like settlers like Ethan Klein. When you arrive, you literally receive a payment the second you arrive in the airport. I'm not kidding you. Cash at Ben Gurion Airport. If you are single, you get paid immediately the second you arrive. $400 just handed straight to you by the Israeli government the second you arrive at the airport. But that's not all. You get a bank transfer of $500 straight to your bank account. And then monthly after that, for 6 months, your first 6 months in the country, they pay you about $1,000 per month. This is as a single person, by the way. This is the lowest possible. So this is I'm using the lowest possible figures that Ethan Klein could have gotten. He definitely got this. He definitely got this. You think that bum didn't immediately take money from the government? All up, combined, it's $6,500 that you receive just for moving to Israel as an ethnic Jew. More direct ethnic privilege given to you just for your ethnicity. I can't think of anything else in the world that's so much more direct and clear than this. He literally got paid money by the Israeli government. They gave him a free flight. They gave him a free tour before that. The thing is, this is literally not even close to everything, okay? There's so much more. You also get rent subsidy. You get 24 months of rental subsidy just for moving to Israel as an ethnic Jew, just for returning to a place you've never been. You get 6 months of free health coverage. You get a property tax discount for renters and owners. You get free full-time Hebrew courses. You get heavily subsidized university tuition. You get customs benefits. You get discounted income tax. You get a mortgage discount. You get a free flight to Israel. You get free transportation from the airport. You get a reduced tax rate on the purchase of a new car. You get tax breaks on foreign income tax. You can bring in way more money than is usually allowed. You get a daycare subsidy. You get a tax credit on your first home purchase. Ethan Klein got all of this for moving to Israel. The fact that ethnic Jews, receive insane benefits just for being Jewish in any circumstance seems crazy and anti-Semitic to you? Are you a fucking moron? It's literally right there on the Israeli government's websites. And even more than all of that, someone like Ethan Klein has experienced no oppression, no systemic discrimination. Ever. Not at all. Not even close. He's benefited greatly from being Jewish. In the direct ways that I just showed you, but also Jesus Christ, has he ever used it as a shield to hide behind? Everything is just, that's anti-Semitism, that's anti-Semitism. Like, even stating the facts that I'm stating here is considered anti-Semitic by Ethan Klein and his audience. The fact that I can point to these clear, material, palpable benefits that he received just for being Jewish, to them is anti-Semitic. It shouldn't even be allowed. And that is another great benefit that he has received just for being Jewish. Imagine how fucked Ethan Klein would be if he didn't have that claim to being Jewish. Think of all the times he's hidden behind, like, that's anti-Semitic. And even if we're talking about, like, someone who's not even in Israel, if you're Jewish in the US, you are, on average, of course, a part of the richest demographic in the entire country. Jews are on average, the richest demographic in the US, for example. By a lot as well. They own about 10% more than the next, which is Hindus. And Hindus are like a self-selecting group of rich migrants. Jews, on average, have more than double the income of the average American adult, according to this chart. So, do you get benefits for being Jewish? Do you get a leg up in life for being born Jewish? Yeah, you do, actually. That's just an uncontroversial fact. Jews are not in concentration camps. This is not the Holocaust. This is not 1944. This is 2025. Things have changed. And that's just, as I said, this is like not even close to the Ethan Klein thing. Because no one's saying that Ethan Klein has received benefits for being Jewish just because, you know, he was born into like a relatively well-off family and had opportunities that he didn't deserve as a result of being Jewish. No. We're saying that because he literally chose to go to Israel and get insane benefits for being Jewish, including an Israeli government-assigned wife. His wife, by the way, herself received insane benefits for being Jewish, like the right to like raid Palestinian homes and kidnap people, for example. That's another great benefit that they got just for being Jewish. So, you know, if you want to say, wow, how could you even say that? That's anti-Semitic. You're going to have to deal with the evidence first, because it's right fucking there. This guy literally got paid by the Israeli government. He got given citizenship. He got like a free flight to Israel to go and live there just because he's Jewish. Have I, as a white person, ever received that level of benefit, that level of clear, direct, palpable, like benefit you can literally point to the extent it's on a government website? No, I've never gotten anything like that. Ethan Klein is on a level of like someone who has received ethnic benefits, ethnic privilege that most people in the world could never ever dream of as a result of being Jewish. So like, you're like, what? To say that he's received benefits of being Jewish? That's insane. That's anti-Semitism. No, it's just fact. It's uncontestable fact. Deal with it.